Feel the spirit. Let it out.
Horrible things are going to happen! And they're going to happen to you, and you, and you, and you. Oh, Billy! People of Springfield, heed this warning. Twisted tail, 1,000 eyes, trapped forever!
Dad, do something!
This book doesn't have any answers! Beware! Time is short! Iba! Believe me!
There's so much space between us. Maybe we're already
Thanks for listening!
Okay, who wants waffles?
I do! Wait a minute, what about Grandpa? I want syrup. I want strawberries. Something happened to that man. I want syrup. I want strawberries. Something happened to that man.
I'll tell you what happened to him. A certain someone had a senior moment, but that's okay. If you love him, you got a free rug out.
What is the point of going to church every Sunday when if someone we love has a genuine religious experience, we ignore it? Right, Grandpa?
I want bananas on my waffles. I rest my case. Steady.
Hello. Sorry to bother you on a Sunday, but I'm sure you're as worried about the pollution in Lake Springfield as I am. Lake Springfield has higher levels of mercury than even... Why, it's the little girl who saved my cat. Lake Springfield.
Next up, Alaska! Day 37 under the dome. We are facing intermittent power failures, which...
Okay, very funny. And I'm gonna turn the lights off again. When they come back on, I want all my booze back the way it was. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Day 93 under the dome. With necessities growing dangerously low, who knows what spark will set off this powder keg?
Okay, let's discuss Tuesday's report.
Grandpa!
We're not supposed to be up here. Looking at that?
I just wanted to know.
Well, you're old enough, I suppose. You should know the story. Okay, here we go. It was 1832. On a night much like this. The president wasn't there that night. But Charles Carroll had a secret. So he took into his confidence the one person he could. My grandfather's grandfather, Thomas Gates.
What was the secret?
A treasure. A treasure beyond all imagining. A treasure that had been thought over for centuries by tyrants, pharaohs, emperors, warlords. And every time it changed hands, it grew larger. And then suddenly, it vanished. It was 1832. It didn't reappear for more than 1,000 years, when knights from the First Crusade discovered secret vaults beneath the Temple of Solomon. You see, the knights who found the vaults believed that the treasure was too great for any one man, not even a king. They brought the treasure back to Europe and took the name, the Knights Templar. Over the next century, they smuggled it out of Europe, and they formed a new brotherhood called the Freemasons, in honor of the builders of the Great Temple. War followed. By the time of the American Revolution, the treasure had been hidden again. By then, the Masons included George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Paul Revere. sure the treasure would never fall into the hands of the British. So they devised a series of clues and maps to its location. Until only one remained, and that was the secret that Charles Carroll entrusted to young Thomas Gates. Sure, the secret lies with Charlotte.
Who's Charlotte?
Oh, not even Mr. Carroll knew that. Freemasons among our founding fathers left us clues like these: the unfinished pyramid, the all-seeing eye, symbols of the Knights Temple, guardians of the treasure. They're speaking to us through these. Was 1832, on a night much like this.
Legend writ, the stain affected, the key in silence, undetected, 55, an iron pen. Mr. Matlack can't offend. It's a riddle. I need to think. The legend writ, the stain affected. What legend? There's the legend of the temple treasure. The stain affects the ledger. How? Key in silence undetected. Wait. The legend, the key. There's something. A map. Maps have legends, maps have keys. It's a map, an invisible map, so now...
Wait a minute. What do you mean invisible? An invisible map?
The stain affected could refer to a dye or a reagent used to bring about a certain result. Combined with the key in silence undetected, the implication is that the effect is to make what was undetectable detectable. Unless the key and silence could be...
Prison.
Because I said prison. An iron pen. The iron does not describe the ink in the pen. It describes what was penned. It was iron. It was firm. It was mineral. No. It was firm. It was adamant. It was resolved. It was resolved. Mr. Matlack can't offend. Timothy Matlack was the official scribe of the Continental Congress, calligrapher, not writer, and to make sure he could not offend the map, it was put on the back of a resolution that he transcribed, a resolution that 55 men signed. The Declaration of Independence.
There's no invisible map on the back of the Declaration of Independence.
That's clever, really. A document of that importance would ensure the map's survival. And you said there were several Masons signed it, yeah?
Dr. Chase can see you now, Mr. Brown?
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Family name doesn't get a lot of respect in the academic community.
Being kept down by the man.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hi.
Abigail Chase.
Paul Brown.
Nice to meet you.
Bill.
Nice to meet you, Bill. How may I help you? That's very fortunate for you. Now, you told my assistant that this was an urgent matter?
Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm going to get straight to the point. We would be able to tell you for certain if it were actually in any danger.
What do you think you're going to find?
We believe that there's an encryption on the back.
An encryption like a code?
Yes, ma'am.
Of what?
Cartograph.
A map.
Yes, ma'am.
A map of what?
The location of hidden items of historic and intrinsic value. Historic and intrinsic value.
A treasure map?
That's where we lost the FBI.
You're treasure hunters, aren't you?
We're more like treasure protectors.
Mr. Brown, I have personally seen the back of the Declaration of Independence, and I promise you the only thing there is a notation that reads, Original Declaration of Independence, dated
4th of July, 1776, yes, ma'am.
I have no map.
before we lost the Department of Homeland Security.
What led you to assume there's this invisible map?
We found an engraving on the stem of a 200-year-old pipe.
Owned by Freemasons.
May I see the pipe?
We don't have it.
Did Bigfoot take it?
It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too.
You know, that really is a nice collection. Must have taken you a long time to hunt down all that history.
This way.
Oh. Oh my. Is this where you live?
Yep. Just me and Boo. Come and go as we please. Welcome to my humble... You'll see.
You are quite the magician.
Thank you.
I can't believe...
What?
I can't believe we did that. That I did that. That we're alive. Chase?
Boo, tea?
Incredible.
Tea?
Thank you. And thank you for getting me out of there. Aladdin, isn't it?
You're welcome.
I'm Dahlia.
Dahlia. From the palace.
How could you tell?
Well, only someone from the palace can afford a bracelet like that. And that silk lining is imported too. It comes from the merchant boat straight to the palace. But not to servants. At least not most servants, which means you are a handmaid to the princess.
Impressive.
I think that's impressive. You should see the city from up there.
Agrabah. It's so beautiful. I should get out more.
You should tell the princess to get out more. The people haven't seen her in years.
They won't let her. Ever since the queen was killed, the Sultan's been afraid, so she's kept locked away.
Seems everyone's been afraid since then. But the people of Agrabah had nothing to do with that. The people loved her.
They did, didn't they?
been on my own ever since. It's all right. It's just...
What?
It's a little sad. Having a monkey is the only parental authority in your life. We get by. Every day I just think things will be different, but it never seems to change. Just sometimes I feel like I'm
Trapped. Like you can't escape what you were born into?
Yes. It's just another prince coming to court the princess.
For you,
Mr. Brown.
Dr. Chase.
What are you doing here?
Is that hot girl? How does she look?
I made a last-minute donation. Pretty big one.
Well, on that subject, thank you for your wonderful gift.
Oh, you did get it?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
Thank you. You know, I really couldn't accept something like that normally, but I really want it.
Well, you needed it.
Come on, Romeo, get out of there.
I have been wondering, though, what the engraving indicated on the pipe that Bigfoot took.
Hi. Here you go.
Oh, Dr. Herbert, this is Mr. Brown.
Hi.
Hi there.
You're my master.
I'm your master?
Downward dog.
No. You look like you should be my master.
Right, but that's not quite how it works, though.
How long have you been trapped in here?
About 1,000 years.
1,000 years.
So, you really don't know who I am? Genie, wishes, lamp, none of that ringing a bell. Wow. Well, that's a first.
He told me he was only pretending to be a thief to see the city, but he's actually a prince.
I convinced her that I really was a prince.
And you believed him?
And she believed you.
I think so.
Anyway, I sort of am a prince now.
Oh, so you're gonna drink from that cup.
You don't think maybe you want to believe him because you have to marry a prince, but you can't marry a thief? No. I believe him. I do.